Hey, how's it going out there, MD? This is Gabe Moen, USA 2014 competitor in the super heavyweight class. I'm 6'2", just a hair under 300 pounds. I think we weighed in at 299 about 4 days ago. Don't really care too much about the weight. The focus is just getting shredded, you know, like it always is. That's the focus. So heading into this show, I'm 6 weeks out. I'm out here in Chicago right now, just at the Junior Nationals, and right now it's like we did a back workout, and today was a high carb day, so little blurry from the travel, and then also from the high carbs, but it felt really good because you know, I got a good pump today. Who doesn't like getting a good pump while you're, you know, pre-contest and depleted? So I'll get my brain back for about 24 hours, and then I'll be back in the toilet. but I'm working with Matt Porter right now for my prep. And I think we saw at about 8.5 weeks out, I took some photos and put them side by side. My photos from last year's USA's when I was actually day before prejudging, and I've already surpassed that conditioning. So anything from this point forward, just headed in the right direction. So I think we're on track, more than on track. And I think Matt would agree with me. So we're going to keep pushing forward to the 2014 USA's. And today, like I said, we did back, and we started out with some low rows, and typically I'll do chins first, but I like to mix it up about every month and a half. I'll mix it up. I'll start out with something different, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know. But today I just started out with some low rows, and as you can see, I do a lot of reps to warm up. I'll do, you know, sometimes 30, 40 reps just to get the blood in there and, you know, protect the joints and get those warmed up so that we move into the heavier weight. We're not putting anything in compromise and shocking the tendons, you know. So especially at this point when you're so dry and lean, you know, nothing really wants to work properly anyway, so you spend a little extra time getting lubed up. So like the Tin Man, you got to break out your oil can. So at least that's the way you feel. So anyways, we started with low rows. We went into some lat pull downs, some chins, whatever you want to call them, and then just kind of bounced back and forth between those. And then you know, towards the end of the video, I think we moved into found a machine that I spotted on the way in that looked kind of interesting. It was a you know, kind of a modified grip. You could take 2 or 3 different angles on it, and it was a machine, plate loaded, pin selectorized. It turned out to be a really sweet little deal there. Got a really good squeeze, got a really good stretch. I'm all about the stretch and the upward motion, the eccentric movement when you're lengthening the muscle out. I really believe in that. I like to get that good stretch out there. I don't know why, it just feels like it's kind of ripping my lats away from the rib cage. So get a really good stretch and a really good contraction. And then so we did back and forth between the low row, the chins, and then we went over and found that fancy machine, and then went back over and did one of my favorites, which is the I just call it a straight arm lat pull down or pull over, or a straight arm pull down, and that eliminates the forearms and the biceps and puts all the focus on the lats. And I really try to sink into the movement as my arms go above my head, and then when I pull through, I really like to over-accentuate, over-exaggerate the squeeze in the bottom, pull my chest through, kind of like an Olympic ski jumper. And they pulls back, chest through. I kind of imagine that like I'm launching off a platform, just. And your
variation on your knees is because you're height.
Right, yeah. So I got to take a knee when I do that because, you know, I am so tall, and I always bottom out. So I've got to, yeah, I get down on my knees and I do them that way. I think. I don't know if you remember in pumping iron. I don't know. Arnold was doing something similar. I think he was doing the same thing. It was either that or he was doing abs, and he was on his knees on the floor. And I remember seeing that when I was like 21 years old, and so I started implementing that into my program right away. And I like it because, like I said, it eliminates the biceps and the forearms, so you can really focus on just the lats, you know, an isolation movement. So I usually like to finish with that movement, and then I'll do some back hypers, which I don't think we got in today because we got to cut it a little bit short. We got to head over and get back to Junior Nationals and support my people. And my girlfriend Olivia, she's doing the show tonight, figure class D, and so we got to go over there and check her out. But prep's going good. I appreciate, guys, all your support, and thanks Jeffrey Saigo and Adina Zanoli and everybody at MD for helping out and making this video possible. And I hope to bring the best package ever at the USA's. And it's just really been a blessing working with Matt Porter this year, and we've already superseded my last year's condition, like I said before. So anything from here on out is bonus, and we're just going to try to bring the best package possible, you know.
Anyone you like to thank, Ben?
Boy, there's a lot of people I'd like to thank. First and foremost, I got to thank Mutant, you know, Ryan Keller, Matt Sinkerang, Jim McMahon, George, Sam, all you guys up there, Jonathan McFarland. Thank you, Mutant. I just love you guys. You guys are first class all the way. I couldn't be with a better sponsor. That's coming from the heart, guys. I mean, I think Mutant Nation knows we pull together. It's a team effort. We love our fans out there. I'd like to thank Six Pack Bags, sixpackbags.com. Check them out. Best bags in the industry. And Egg Whites International. Egg Whites International picked me up just not too long ago and been supplying me with my infinite supply of egg whites. I just love the egg whites. So yeah, I'll mix that in with my Mutant powders and you know, stuff like that for interesting shakes and little things like that, snacks. But yeah, all my sponsors, thank you very, very, very much. John at Butcher Boys in South Hill, Puyallup, another one of my sponsors. That's where I get all my meat. So if you guys are wondering where Gabe gets all of his meat, South Hill, Puyallup, Butcher Boys. And then I want to say hi to all my Flex family home. How's it going, guys? Flex Wheeler Fitness out in Tacoma, Washington. That's my gym. I own a gym out there, a little 5,000 square foot, bodybuilding friendly. We are a bodybuilding and powerlifting and everything in between gym. We've no judgment, you know, judgment free out there. You guys come in and get a good workout in and you'll be accepted, you know, arms wide open. And yeah, I can't thank everybody enough for all your support. Thanks to my girlfriend, Olivia, and I'm probably forgetting a million other people. I apologize, but you guys know who you are. I love you all. And thanks again, MD, for having me. And hopefully we'll see you again at the USA's.